a deadly inferno claimed the lives of 3 young men in the early hours of Sunday morning after a horrific car crash near Machete University College in St. Andrew. The victims have been identified as Tavon Miller, a young man in his 20s, 19-year-old Dante Francis, both of Regent Street, Kingston, and 33-year-old Andre Wright of Anderson Road, Kingston. At 1:45 a.m., a Nissan motorcar packed with 7 passengers sped along Marisco Road when tragedy struck. The driver lost control, sending the vehicle careening into an embankment. In an instant, flames erupted, engulfing the car in a blazing inferno. Despite the chaos, brave passersby rushed to the scene, pulling all 7 occupants from the twisted, flaming wreckage. But for Miller, Francis, and Wright, the injuries were too severe. They were later pronounced dead at the hospital. The 4 other survivors remain hospitalized, battling for their lives. At sunrise, the charred shell of the vehicle stood as a grim reminder of the night's devastation, as investigators piece together the moments leading to the deadly crash. The community is left reeling, mourning, and searching for answers. Another night, another crash, another tragic loss of young lives. The quiet hum of a carpenter's saw was silenced by gunfire and chaos on Saturday night in Waterloo District, Spanish town St. Catherine, as 41-year-old Devin Bunup Reese was ruthlessly executed while on the job. At 7:30 p.m., Reese was focused on his work, shaping wood by the roadside, unaware that death was speeding toward him. From the darkness, a Toyota Probox rolled up, its intent deadly and precise. Without warning, gunfire erupted, bullets tearing through his body in a merciless hail. The air filled with the sound of shattering glass and ricocheting bullets as 2 parked vehicles were riddled with gunfire. The assassins never stopped, never hesitated, before vanishing into the night, leaving Reese bleeding on the ground. Panicked residents dialed for help, but by the time police arrived, it was too late. Rushed to Spanish Town Hospital, Reese was pronounced dead on arrival. In a grisly act of savagery, 54-year-old Errol Jubba Palmer was sentenced to life in prison in the St. Catherine Circuit Court on Friday following a merciless machete attack that left a farmer dismembered and fighting for his life. Justice Bertram Morrison, in delivering the sentence, made it clear that this was no ordinary crime. Despite Palmer's guilty plea, the sheer brutality of the assault meant no leniency. He will serve at least 18 years and 2 months before becoming eligible for parole. The bloodshed unfolded on November 30, 2019, when 50-year-old Errol Francis, a farmer from Old Harbor, St. Catherine, was ambushed and hacked to pieces. Palmer, wielding a machete with ruthless precision, unleashed a torrent of blows. 5 deep chops to the head, 7 to the arms, one nearly severing a limb. As Francis lay bleeding on the ground, Palmer mounted his victim's bicycle and rode away, leaving him to die. Francis, however, clung to life just long enough to deliver a chilling dying declaration, stating that it was Jubba who chopped him up and stole his bicycle. Those final words sealed Palmer's fate, forming a critical part of the prosecution's case. Palmer had already spent 5 years behind bars, but his reputation was beyond redemption. Justice Morrison made it clear that his own community wanted nothing to do with him. Now, with a life sentence looming, Palmer will have decades behind bars to reckon with his monstrous crime. Opposition leader Mark Golding has launched a scathing attack on the government's handling of the economy, declaring that Jamaica is in a recession while accusing Prime Minister Andrew Holness of ignoring the harsh reality faced by citizens. Golding's fiery remarks came during a press conference at Gordon House last Thursday, following the throne speech delivered by Custos of Kingston Stedman Fuller, which set out the government's legislative agenda for the year ahead. But to Golding, The speech was little more than a hollow display of empty promises. According to the Planning Institute of Jamaica, the economy contracted by 3.5% in the July to September quarter of 2024, with a further projected decline of 0.5% in October to December. Figures that, by all accounts, confirm an economic recession. Yet, Prime Minister Holness remains adamant that the economy is not in recession. Speaking at a housing handover ceremony in Dobson near Christiana, Holness pushed back against the claims, emphasizing that Jamaica is not in a recession. He added that even though there are challenges, the economy is strong, and it will rebound because Jamaica is strong and resilient. Beyond the recession debate, Golding raised alarming concerns about food insecurity, pointing to a United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization report which revealed that over 55% of Jamaicans are experiencing moderate to severe food insecurity, meaning that for many, meals are scarce and nutritious food is out of reach. Golding didn't stop there. He slammed the government's budget strategy, accusing them of using a one-off financial stunt, selling 12 years of future income from the Norman Manley International Airport to fund what he described as feel-good temporary programs that do nothing for long-term economic growth. As Jamaicans grapple with rising food prices, job uncertainty, and a slowing economy, the question remains, is the government's optimism justified? Or is Mark Golding's warning a glimpse into a looming crisis? For now, one thing is certain. The battle over Jamaica's economic future is just beginning. More than 2 decades after its release, Wayne Wonder's timeless hit No Letting Go continues to cement its place in music history, this time with a platinum certification in the United Kingdom. The award, presented by the British phonographic industry, is a monumental milestone for the reggae star, proving that some songs truly never fade. Originally released in 2003, No Letting Go was built on the unstoppable Diwali rhythm, produced by the legendary Stephen Lenky Marsden. The track became an instant global sensation, peaking at number 3 on the UK national chart and soaring to number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100. A feat that few reggae artists have achieved. Certified platinum in October 2024 for selling over 600,000 units in the UK, No Letting Go remains a staple of pop radio in the US and beyond. The song's longevity was further cemented in history when it was used in Vice President Kamala Harris' presidential campaign against Donald Trump last year, a testament to its enduring influence. Before No Letting Go, Wonder was already a reggae and dancehall powerhouse, captivating fans with hits like Baby You and I, Saddest Day of My Life, Joy Ride, and Bonafide Love with Buju Banton. Now, his contributions to the genre are being officially recognized. On February 2, Wonder was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award by the Island Space Caribbean Museum during its Reggae Genealogy show in Florida. And the accolades keep coming. On March 30, he will receive another prestigious award at the International Reggae and World Music Award at the Coral Springs Center for the Arts. With a career spanning over 3 decades and a song that refuses to fade, Wayne Wonder has proven that true talent and great music are simply unstoppable.